Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret again from Emmy's Orchids, and I'm not sure what time it is. I was just having a little rest downstairs and because I've been out in the garden with Keith and we've been sorting some of the garden things out, and I had intended to, well I will do even after this video, to water some of these little holy clay pots as I call them. And if you bear with me a minute, you see this one? Oh, sorry. Oh, let's use the best way to show you. There. I have to be careful because I could scratch the screen. Can you see I've got nice roots. And this is in coconut husk, and I've got some cork bark at the bottom, so I don't need to do this one. This one's fine, and this one is, can you see the label? There we are. So this one's fine. I'm going to leave this one alone, but this has to be watered. I'm losing one or two of these bottom leaves. They're just drying off. Can you see that one? Right. So that's got to be watered. They only go about every 2 days. So the one I'm wanting to just check today hasn't got any coconut husk at all. But if we'll look there, and you see that nice green, well it's a red, pink growing tip. This is the one that I want to put either sphagnum moss, that's New Zealand, the long strands, and I've also got in soak here some coconut husk. So let's no more ado and see if I can just lift this out of the pot. I think most of them I've got some form of coconut husk in, but this one I need to have it more moist. So now let's just see. I know I've got some roots. Just hold on. I've got a little pair of scissors here. Okay. Now, there's the bottom of that pot. And this is the cork bark. Now the cork bark doesn't absorb water, well it doesn't hold water, sorry, it doesn't hold water. Can you see the nice big pieces? So it doesn't hold water. Okay, and these roots, I've got another root there. Besides that one there, I've got this one here. And these others are dry, completely dry. Now let's just have a look. I'm just going to check, and because this is only rainwater, albeit with a little bit of water out of the kettle, I'm just going to see whether those roots will hydrate, because that's fairly warm. Alright, let me see. And then I'm going to have to find a little container. Now what have I got to hand? Probably nothing. Right. So I'm going to have to just put this down at one side of me, and then I can pick this up afterwards and take it downstairs and put it in the bag where I've got all this. Now this has been absolutely marvellous, this cork bark throughout the winter. Now I'm just going to put a little bit in the bottom because it's allowed me to water all these orchids, and then it soon, the roots soon absorb, and then of course it goes bone dry. So let's just have a look. Can you see? So they are turning green. I've lost one or two of these bottom leaves. Okay, maybe that's that one I don't think's any use. I think that's a complete goner. So I don't need that one. Let's have a look if there's anything else that's a complete no-no. I've got one cracked one there, but it's still absorbing. Okay. So what my idea is to put some of this coconut husk at the bottom, just so that it retains some of the humidity. I mean, I've got some big pieces. Oops, I've got some big pieces. So if I can put some of these just at the bottom, I've not told you yet what this one is, have I? Vanda. And up till now it's doing very nice. Right. I just want something flat for it to sit on. And then, right, there we go. Now let's see. I mean, these are all jobs that need doing now, because here in England, where I live, and you see that there's a root trying to get through there. We're going into warmer weather, and so everything's going to dry out very, very quickly. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if I can just wrap a little bit of this long grain moss. Just round these top roots. I'm not saying I'm going to mound it in the traditional sense, but I'd like to be able to keep them moist. Let's see if I can do it this way. Because if I can bring all these roots around into a kind of mound, they'll fit in that pot better. There we go. Now what I've got to be careful of, can you see? So that's the emerging roots. That's that one there. That the roots already come out, and I think it comes here somewhere. This one here, this is the one I'm conscious of, this one with this leaf. What I don't want to happen with this one is that it gets submerged and rots on me. So, see if I can keep that area just a little bit clear. There we go. There we go. And can you see the roots just there? I just want a little bunch just going round there to just keep those roots so they've got some good hydration. And then now I can either, there it sits in the middle now, now while I've got some there extra, just let me put a little bit more around, not all the way but just a little bit. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now, you see this area that I've got here? I've got the two growths at the front. Well, actually they were at the back, because if you look how it's actually growing, I've had it growing that way, so I'm going to try and keep the way it was growing, and then I'm going to just bob a few more. Let's just get it straight. May as well get it straight to start with, and then trying to just tuck it. There's the moss round that way. I mean, this kind of moss, this has come from America, this has. This has come from repotting.com via Lisa. Lisa's one of my subscribers, and she very kindly sent me this long grain sphagnum moss, and also the coconut husk, which I'm eternally grateful for, because this coconut husk is already prepared. Alright, now you can see there. The thing is, with this type of an orchid, it has got to have air, and there's plenty of air. I'm just tucking a little bit in there. There is plenty of air, and what I might just do with a little bit I've got just here, is just top dress this little area. There we go. This is like gold dust now, this sphagnum moss. But there we go. And my label here. So I had this in 13th of March 20. I put it in the cork bark on the 8th of May 21. And I'm going to now mark the label before I go downstairs, and this one's now ready to go back on the wall there, and it'll be like this. This one will be fine for the summer. Now just hold on. I thought I'd just show you this one. This one, Neofinetia falcata Gojo Fukurin. Now this is in a little pot compared to that pot. And again, let me just see if I can lift this one out. Can you see? That's all the root it's got, and it's sat on a piece of cork. But I do believe this now, there you see that's all it's got, would now appreciate, it's trying to send out a growing tip, a little bit more moisture. So let's take but I've only left a little hole at the bottom, so this will not drain as quickly. So I'm just going to put this little bit of coconut husk at the bottom. There we go. I'm not going to put any of the cork bark, because it's sat on a piece of cork bark. So what I'm going to do with this one, you see there's no roots at the back. I'm going to see if I can just wrap this around with this moss. I think I've got another one, a variegated one, and I'm going to have to do the same with the variegated one. But this is the time of year, just as we're going into the warmer weather, and also our clocks will alter at the end of the month, and I'm conscious now that things are drying out very, very quickly. So and I don't want to leave it to the last minute. Now let me have a look. What I'm going to do with that, I'm going to take the old coconut husk, and I'm going to put some here that's moist. And then there we go. Let's see if I can get it to sit in here now. I'm just going to put a little bit more moss. I don't need to actually tie this at all because it's long enough. I can just wrap it around. I hope the colour, you're not getting too much distortion because I've left the grow lights on. There we go. And again, can you just see little areas down the side? So what I'm going to do again is just see if I can push some, only just to keep it firm, nothing else really, just to keep that orchid nice and firm in its pot. There we go. There we go. This will be fine during the summer months. I won't have to worry at all about any of this staying too wet, because it won't stay too wet. But come next winter I will have to be very, very careful. Can you see that little, can you see the roots now? Those two little roots, I'll be hydrated. So let's just put a little bit just around here, and we'll call it a day. And I will set to and water the others, even though they were only watered 2 days ago. So there we are. You see this one? Can you see the moisture already in the pot? So, if you haven't already done yours yet, just think about, is it the right time now to allow these bandaceous types to stay more hydrated? And I do believe it is. So thank you for joining me, and I'm not sure whether it's a short video or not, but probably not. So we'll be back soon. Bye bye now.